Right, while I'm here, we'll go for a walk. I'll go and check round, see if there's any dead fish. Just enjoy the place while it's empty. And we'll go along the dam wall first. See, our wee pond here is frozen solid. Waiting on the fencers coming in this week to build the fences around it and the cover over it. There we go. So what we're looking for is piles of scales, bird activity, animal activity. Thankfully this kind of cold keeps the human activity away. It's lovely in the sun. Are the swans still here? That's usually a sign. See, the office side there is basking in the sunshine. The side that we're heading for will not see the sun until the end of January, middle of February. Just with the angle of the sun and the tree line. So it just gets colder and colder, and I can feel the temperature dropping now as I go into the shade. Wow, we'll get a look at the ice in a second. We'll go on this last sunny peg before we nip into the cold side. Oh, I can feel that already. There you are, look at that. This little section was open yesterday. It's obviously frozen overnight. You can see where it's frozen. I won't be switching the aerators on till, oh, what day is this? Wednesday. Maybe Thursday night. I think there's a wind coming, quite a stiff wind coming. The buds all frozen, ready for the spring. Look at that. There's even a wee bit of colour there, eh? Just beautiful. It's not that far away when you think about it. I mean, we're meteorologically, winter is December, January, February, and we're halfway through December. Well, getting on for halfway through December already. Doesn't take long. There's another one of those pegs with the chicken wire on it. It'll be getting replaced. Chilly, chilly, chilly. I've been having a few thoughts about something extra for the fishery. We know that our page is consumed around the world, and a lot of people will just never simply get the chance to be here. So I've been toying with the idea of a live cam, a YouTube channel called The Diet Live. Is that something you'd like? Comment. Just a live camera broadcasting a shot, something similar to that. 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Is that something you'd be interested in? I don't have the technical knowledge, but I'm sure somebody out there can offer me all the help and advice that I need. As I've got older, I've realised that I'm an ideas man. I come up with all the ideas, but putting them into practice is another thing. I need people to help me with that. Joe's bridge is doing great. Oh, that's frozen solid. Just magnificent. Look at the colours. Molehills are all frozen. Oh. Oh wow. I don't care if I say wow too often, it's the only reaction that's suitable for that. Look at that. Wow. So I'm going to share something with you today. It is personal. But it's for all the men out there, regardless of your age. I'm just back for the doctors this morning. And well, as you get older as a man, things start going wrong downstairs. And without being too crude about it, if you don't look after yourself and get to the doctors at the first sign of things changing, you could be in for a rough road. So don't do what I did, and don't do what thousands of other men do. Bury your head in the sand and hope it goes away, because trust me, it won't. So if you've noticed anything different downstairs, do yourself a favour. Just book into the doctors. The best advice I was given was leave your dignity at the door. Just get in there and get it done, boys. Don't sit with your head in the sand and regret it. That's the only advice I can give you. Anything different down there, from the way you pee, to other performance issues, shall we say, unusual pain, stiffness in the bones and the hips, get yourself to a doctor. Don't be that guy that sits there going, I'll be fine. It kills far too many men for you to take that much, for you to be that kind of blasé about it. So yeah, a beautiful day indeed. I haven't seen any otter activity yet. Plenty mega moles, look at this. So what will happen here is in the spring, we'll lift all that, because that's cracking soil, and we'll use it to fill the divots in the lawn and create a few planters. Oh, I don't see a swan anywhere. And you see where it's been sitting overnight, just that wee patch there. If the swan's gone, it means it's not going to thaw out anytime soon. The birds will tell you what's going on with the weather. If you get a cold spell like this and your swans hang about, you can be pretty sure that it's not going to last too long. Oh, something's been in here though. Oh no, that was me when I skidded the gator and made Joe all muddy. He just put on clean trousers that day. He'd rebuilt that peg for us, and I did a wheel skid, and well, safe to say it wasn't as frozen as it is now. He's done a cracking job on the pegs though. Well, we're going to be doing one today, but he phoned me up there said he's not feeling great today. I reckon he's got a couple of women in his bed. Look at that. Is that not just magnificent? Right, we're getting back to the warm side, thankfully, because it's about -5 on this side. If there'd been any breeze at all, I think I would have struggled. Right. Look, I see open water. Can you believe that? There's a tiniest wee patch here. Look at that. Tiny wee patch of open water there. Barely. There we go. So our plans over the winter are to continue with our peg repairs and replacements. Oh, thank goodness for that. I can feel the temperature rising instantly. Woo! Isn't that? Look at the frosts. My car was showing -4 when I got here. Oh, that's better. Onto the warm side. And I think the thermometer on the balcony, we'll have a look when we get back, but in direct sun, of course it's sitting in direct sunlight, so the reading's not true. But I think it was showing 8 degrees 10 minutes ago, 15 minutes ago. You think that would be enough to thaw it, but not a chance. There's significant winds coming. There's a lot of talk in the papers just now about a 113-hour snow bomb for Christmas. I'm not buying it. Obviously there's a chance, but I'm predicting that this cold spell, okay, it's going to mild up at the weekend, but the winds are atrocious. This cold spell will last till about the 20th, more or less. And I'm thinking things are going to be milder for Christmas, to be honest. Which is what we want. Well, December really for me, if we're open, they're open. If we're closed, they're closed. It's neither here nor there. What is important, and we didn't get it last year, is the Christmas Day through to the 3rd of January. So what I'm hoping for is that we've got this extended cold and wintry period for this week and next week. I'm seeing it getting quite mild actually for around about the 22nd, give or take a day or two, but I'm seeing southwesterlies, mild temperatures, and that suits us. So I'm hoping we get a cold spell just now, followed by a milder spell just in time for the holidays. I know a white Christmas would be lovely, but it's, you know, okay for that one day. But yeah, could still happen. The papers might be right. We might be under a winter, what was it, 60 centimetres of snow or something they've been dramatic about. Chris, you barely get 60 centimetres of snow on top of the mountains these days. You know, you'll hear it all the time. I'm 53, and I remember the 80s when I was going to school. Winters were proper winters then, just 40 years ago. You know, I've actually got memories of it starting to snow in November and still being snow and ice on the ground in March. You just don't get winters like that anymore, you know. You get all these record-breaking temperatures in the summer, the records don't stop falling just because the season's changed. You know? You look at South Africa just now, it's got a heat wave. Places that are 1,000 metres up are having temperatures of 39 degrees. 1,000 metres, come on! We're back at the office again. Do you know, it's actually very pleasant being here in the sun on this side of the loch. Excuse my shadow. But on this side of the loch, it's really beautiful. And there's some warmth to that winter sun. You can see the sun there. It doesn't get very high. It travels across the horizon here. There we are. It travels across the horizon. And it'll set just about that gap in those trees. So the far bank really doesn't get any direct sunlight until end of January, beginning of February. Hang on. Focusing is gone. There you go. Wherever you are, I hope you're staying warm and safe, and if you can, check in on a neighbour or a vulnerable person, even just to pass the time of day with them. Look at me, I mean, I'm on my own now, have been for 13 months. And when the fishery's closed, I get lonely, you know, so it'd be nice for someone to phone up your neighbours or your relatives or somebody vulnerable, somebody on their own, just say, how are you? Fancy a cup of tea? Go and have a chat and a blether, switch off for 10 minutes, make somebody's day. Right, let's go and see what the balcony thermometer is saying in direct sunlight. Again, this is not a true reading, but it just shows you can sit on this balcony at this time of year. A full-on freezer out there, and it's showing 8.2 degrees. I could sit here with a cup of tea and enjoy that for an hour or so. Stay safe, stay happy, and if you can, stay a fan of the Diets page. We'll be back as soon as the weather conditions allow.